actually studied in the UK, and then I was in Singapore for a short time before now I've moved to Hong Kong quite permanently. So I got a job here and I started working, I think only just last month. So it's like really exciting because I never thought I would be in Hong Kong until I went for the Dragon 100 program. And wow, like that just brought me here, like, for the long term. Yeah. So about resilience, right? So I think the hard thing is about trying to find like where is a good place to be. Because, like I travel quite often. I so I did like law in university, but I really like non-profit organization. So it's like trying to find out if I should go into corporates or doing like non-profits, which I still am doing. So I think that is kind of one of my greatest accomplishments because two things that I set up is one for animal welfare and another one is I'm running free dialect lessons to people so they can attend it free because I want to introduce like the culture. Yeah. I think it's really hard if you're passionate for nonprofits because you always have no money. So yeah, so it's like, I need a job, just so that I can fund this like passion of mine. Like I actually was out of job for like, I wouldn't really say it was out of job. It's more like I wanted to focus on the nonprofits and build the foundation before like I do like actual, like full-time job, office work, yeah, things like that. Yeah, so I think it was like a time where I'm like, maybe I should stop doing like nonprofits. But it's kind of like hard because it's like your passion. So, yeah. So I chose Hong Kong because I was actually here, staying here for quite a while. So I was trying to understand the landscape and I was trying to meet people. And it was really great because I met like Clive and then we do lots of things together, like the Phoenix Foundation, and we did like other things that we had from like the dragon stuff. So that was like it really got me connected with the local community, like some of the poverty problems faced by low income and housing issues. So I just thought that Hong Kong, other than all these social issues, there's also very exciting things like the finance sector, investments. So I think it was like a parallel, like it's so different, like different sides of Hong Kong, the rich and the poor, the very glamorous, exciting stuff, and also like the very grimy, very sad reality faced by many Hong Kongers. Know from a very young age what I wanted to do, but I just don't know how to execute it. So sometimes it's more like I did it, I kind of know I would fail, but I still did it just to try. And if that fails, then I'll move on to something next. And maybe like next time, if it's the right place, right time with the right people, then I can start the project again. Yeah, so I did like many things, like education stuff, um, poverty issues, environmental, just many different experience. Sometimes I lead the project, sometimes I'm just like team member and supporting and just understanding and learning like how do I solve certain problems. I think I'm more cause driven. Like I'm not very driven by people. Like many people think that, oh, like I really want to help the poor and everything. But for me, it was more big picture. Like I want to solve that problem, so I want to do it. Like obviously I care for like the beneficiaries, but to me it's like there's a problem, like how do I solve it? And I think it's that part that I like tackling it, trying to see like what is the root of the problem and what kind of solutions I can come up with. It may also help the beneficiaries, I hope. Yeah. How to be a bit less more detached, I would say. Like, if you're doing nonprofits, you need to be very like emotional. You need to be more empathetic to certain people. But if you're like at work, sometimes you need to be more harsh or like more firm. I think sometimes it's a bit hard because you're just so used to it, especially when like previously I was just like studying, and when you're studying, you don't really have to think about such things, right? Like you're always with your friends, you're with your like class. Personal life, maybe not so much. I think maybe sometimes it's just understanding where you fit into the society. Like, because I'm always like in different parts of the world, and then it's like where do I belong to? And also like trying to find out like what do I really want to do. I think the professional and personal life comes at this weird intersection where I'm not really sure what I want to get out of life. Like I just gotta trust my decision somehow. Yeah. Just to fail. Because I think a lot of people are scared to fail because they think that it's like bad, but I tell there's so much things I fail in. Like not all my projects are successful, and even some things that are successful, I don't consider them as a success because I think that it could have been bigger. So I felt that that was a failure. But then like I always just learn from it and see how I can make it better. Um, I think it's just bad if you just keep succeeding because like you won't really have the courage to try something new,
Mm.
or you would just be so your ego would be just so bruised if let's say next time you don't succeed. So I think it's just try different things.